Okay.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabras. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
I don't remember Haldren in this.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There, I accept your thanks. But my work, you don't believe me. Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my going, guys. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form. I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully. My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city. Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Okay. So, have fun. Sample a festival drink. Throw a dart at a target. Hit a mannequin. So I've like I said, I've played the beta before, and this is no different. You can go here. Now you can use this to move things around. You can also use the mouse. So let's go over here. I usually go over here. I don't usually drink. I just go over here and hit the mannequin. Because I'm strong. I won't beat him one. Uh-oh.
Behold, Iomane, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
So you're starting in the game with absolutely no weapons. So this is Tenno, the chick.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Wait till you see this.
feast begin.
That's crazy. Just one shotter.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they've patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for. You must have got a good drubbing round the head, brother. Discari's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all crusaders and all living things, come to think of it. Sure thing. Here, take this. Good luck! Trump.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
So that's pretty wild. I mean, a silver dragon is pretty powerful, but Discari just one shot her big. Then again, a demon lord
The
is
silver
very
dragon
powerful.
Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
A demon lord is pretty powerful. They're not quite gods, but they're up there.
Holy mother of... Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Let's see. I don't get any bonus for world, but I do get some. I don't get bonus for athletics, so I suck. Ooh, if I was evil, I'm not evil though. So let's go with this. I failed the athletics check. I rolled a 2. I suck.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Inevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabras has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomede's herald with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
And of course, she's a holy warrior, and I'm not really sure what Anevia is. There's something else about Anevia I know, but I'm gonna keep it secret for now. You'll see it soon enough.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
Good to meet you. Now, tell us all about yourself.
Whoa, girl. Slow down. Exchanging names is enough for now. We don't have time to be swapping life stories. We need to find a way out of here.
That's kind of what I was thinking anyway, but...
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty... The voice... there. I heard there wasn't a lot of voice acting in this, but...
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Okay.
Let us be off.
Okay, good. Let's equip some shit. Let's see. Let's go with the shield. Cold iron longsword. Cloak of resistance. But no armor. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm wearing armor. I got some scale mail on. And she's got banded mail. And it looks like she's got some sort of negative to strength and dex right now for some reason. Oh, because she's tired. Fatigue. Okay. So, to have the whole group move, you do this.
Let's move.
And then you go. You highlight the group, and then you move. And Anevia is, she like... So that's a... That's a scale of Tenevia Brev or whatever.
Who's there?
That's Camellia?
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
It's kind of sad that they can't actually say the name. This was kind of the same. It was kind of the same way in Pathfinder, Kingmaker too. They would, instead of actually saying your name, they would say our friend here.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Discari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Durendalev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
What happened to this poor man? Who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far. Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Do you want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
We need to keep moving. There must be a way to get back to the surface somewhere around here.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all...
Just a masterwork dagger. Okay, so...
Well?
She can heal herself. I think I have healing, don't I?
I'll make my own legend.
I can do a bless. I have shield of faith. I have a holy strike. A sacred weapon. Oh, I do have some spells, it looks like.
I stand ready. There are spells, these are abilities that you have that you can do, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Oh, and of course the last part This is my path.
is like items on your belt.
What's
so,
on your mind? I wonder.
So this is like items on your belt. And as you can see, it's actually cool. You can actually see the items on the belt. Anyway, I'm a champion of faith, of course. They're a first level paladin. And she's a spirit hunter. A spirit hunter. And she's a shaman. She's not... I don't use her a whole lot. I mean, and when I was playing with her before, she's got some good dexterity, though, which is kind of funny. She'd probably be more useful... I think I equipped her with a crossbow and had her fight from the back. Anyway. Here we
March
go.
on.
March on. I'm going the right way. No, I'm going. Oh, hey. Hello. There is a
Save the last one for me.
Now, you can actually play in turn-based mode, or you can also change to real-time. But I kind of like the turn-based because it feels more like D&D, and it feels more like, you're actually...
I'll cut you wide open!
Like, okay, you go, and then you
the
go,
spirits
and
demand your blood!
Young giant centipede. Missed.
Forwards!
Sadly, I will not be able to attack before I move too far. So, I'll show you how I know that. Missed. Okay, so Nevia, she shoots and she misses. Okay, now see the green line? As soon as you get to the yellow, that means you can't move and
The
attack.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
And she missed. Now
You
Camellia,
are today's sacrifice!
she missed. Lots of missing.
We won't falter!
Damn, I beat the shit out of that one.
Strike with all your might!
Now, I actually, if you want to look at my character sheet, I get a +5 to my attack. One is I have a 0 base attack because war priests have 0 base attack. I get +4 strength, and then I get +1 from my weapon focus, which I grabbed, as you could see, as you saw in the beginning when I created my character. Now Sela, she has +4 because as a paladin she starts off with a +1 base attack, and then she gets +3 strength. She probably will get, I'm not sure how much. Oh, she's lost 2, so she has an 18 strength by herself too. So her base attack will be the same as mine, which is +5 when she gets some rest. And then Camellia, she's got 0 base speed, but she's got dexterity, so she must have the skill. Where is it? It's she has. Because that is kind of interesting. She's. Oh, wait a minute, be under feats, right? Weapon finesse. With a light weapon, you use your dexterity modifier instead of strength modifier to hit. Okay, let's get back to the fight. Ooh, she got hit.
The light, take you!
And Sela will move up.
Go for their hearts!
We can do it!
I hit him hard and hit him fast. Okay, let's see. There's some loot here. What's kind of cool, I mean, is this is really bleak. I mean, a frickin' demon lord attack. That's kind of like, I think people who played D&D before, it'd be kind of like if there's some more scales of Tenebrith, or whatever her name is.
We will be victorious!
It does become part of. It does become part of the of a
I'll
thing.
cut you wide open!
So she can't attack because it went into the yellow. And
No glory without risk!
Sela can't attack, but she can get up there. And I think she's got the best armor class. 21, yeah, she's got. And her armor class is 19, as long as she's not flat-footed. What that means is that before you're, like, I'll explain it in a minute.
Forwards!
It'll probably be easier to explain
The
it
spirits demand your blood!
in the beginning of a combat.
Into the fray! The light, take you! No glory without risk!
We won't falter!
Wow, he's taking some hits, that giant fly. I think we need a big fly swatter for this thing. Nope, we just needed Anivia to shoot it and kill it.
Let us be off.
Okay, so let's...
We are the light! They are the darkness!
Okay, so... When you start a combat, if you haven't had your chance to move yet, you're considered flat-footed, which means that you don't get to use your dexterity for your armor class. So Camilla there got to take advantage of that. Now the centipede has moved. He now is no longer flat-footed.
The inheritor! Die, my blade!
That was easy enough.
Let's move.
Bracers of armor. So this would be good for a mage, basically. Except most mages would cast like a magic, spell to protect themselves, and these essentially are this doesn't stack with armor or if you cast a magic spell. What's funny is I can't detect what her alignment is, and I have a feeling there's something behind it. But I certainly did not find. I mean, and I played quite a ways through in the beta, but I'm sure there is something that is special about her.
The heartbeat quickens.
I don't know if it means that she's evil or she's good.
Go for their hearts!
We'll probably find out at some point.
I'll cut you wide open!
Strike with all your might!
I need some bug spray. Wow, you're badass, Anivia. Also, I think I heard I don't think you heard it. I think I heard my headphones beep.
We cannot be defeated!
Which probably means low battery, but it doesn't mean it's gonna die here in a minute. But I'm only gonna go for a few more minutes anyway, so not a big deal.
Into the fray!
But I kind of wanted to
The spirits demand your blood.
get to the point where we meet the other two characters that join our group. And like I said, keep in mind,
Take you!
I have actually played this before, and so far
You are today's sacrifice.
the game is pretty similar to the way it was. We met Sela, Anivia. What's funny is Anivia isn't really in the group, and she doesn't actually join your party at all. There's Lan.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
This is Lan. I like Lan. He's ugly, but I like...
Wendelot!
he is actually a Zen archer, and he's badass.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Demons are trying
If things
to...
are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze...
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you, tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Sadly, underground crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never heard of underground crusaders before.
In Canabres, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
She's butthurt. She sounds really butthurt.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
So you can kind of tell who's good and who's bad in this.
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
She seems nice.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold.
Yep. So the mongrels, they're mongrels. It's a class that you can't play, but it's a class that is in the game.
Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
She is such a bitch. It's pretty clear and obvious.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
A sword or maze, does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
I bet they
Don't
do.
try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
A sword of holy flame? How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
Probably means years. Probably.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Swordy.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
She's an angry bitch, isn't she?
What's that?
Copper ring.
Check that out.
Oh, when you're searching and you hear that ding and you see the
Onwards.
people, the purple thing,
I found something.
and then there's usually something there. Usually you need
What's that there?
You need a perception check to pass it. And we found the sword, or kind of found the sword, or we found something. And because you're the main character, A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Glorion feels... I created this name, I can't even pronounce it. I'm such an idiot. Feels drops of searing blood down his chest. The wound healed by Tenavriev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there's no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears. A cave chamber, this one or another one entirely. Golarion's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly burst into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my trusted friends, the people I have sworn to protect, these people of whom I descended from heaven and came down the turbulent world. As you can see, you can go here and it basically tells you what each of these the highlighted item is. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw in closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with golden hair braid lies in the rocks, clutching her slash side. She refused to join the traitors and clearly paid for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Golarion intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie... I can't... There's... My recording thing is in the way and I can't move it. That's annoying. A murky scene before Golarion. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Lariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven will be leaving us on a grand mission to stop demons forever. Is it true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes, observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching a glowing sword, a majestic gold-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you are willing, only if you are ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me. Your mission is more important. Take care, it is clear, it is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears within the depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odorous chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in death throes. The yawning chest wound burns hot. Golarion's heart pounds with pain, and it's no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or one unlucky enough to receive it. I probably have a better chance, but Golarion is determined to fight off the illusion. And I do! The force of the attack through originating in a vision is terrifying, but Golarion is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision, he cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists in a strange vision or memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is even more real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of a Discari, the terrifying demon lord. And movement as swift as itself, the monster's hands wrapped itself around the throat of the one called Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks like a fly with his wings torn off intones the shadow. Its voice changes and as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young then old then quavering. Where's your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of one who called L'Oreal recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before the enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, a bright pure flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils and howls, releasing his grip of L'Oreal's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and his last burst of strength plunges it into the rock. Galorian senses the vision is fading, the rest of thoughts diminishing, the river running dry. The last thing he hears is, "You will kill me, monster, this I know, but one day someone will come to raise up my sword. They will raise it up and save and protect the innocent." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of color. Galorian does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them something else. The heat blazing in Galorian's chest fades away. The edges of Scarlet Wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Galorian sees a flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline. The memory of what a sword looks like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes and the light is drawn within his hand. Galorian senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it. Ta-da!
Hey, are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Oh, you're making that up. She's making it up. I'm being funny. 'Cause I'm funny.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw memories of L'Oreal, the angel who died here.
L'Oreal? That really was L'Oreal? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
She just sounds just so butthurt to me. It really does.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
It seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Saul needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Lead us to your chief, and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really. Can't hide from me.
Now what is that?
So,
I am yours to command.
So, spoiler alert. So this is Wendilla. And this is Lan, Zen Archer, and she's just a fighter. You're good. Oh, so yeah, she's a monster speed. She's interesting. Anyway, so I'm going to save it here. I'm almost to an hour. I didn't mean to be an hour. Okay, I'm going to call it, and we'll play more tomorrow.